Hey, you're back and you need more extreme metal music for your library, don't you? And you need it right now? Well, today I have an amazing show for you. Spoiler alert, I'm not supposed to go there. But in the next few minutes, I will hook you up with something brand new because I too love metal music, okay? So stay tuned. Welcome back, friends, for episode 23. Happy Thursday, January 25th, 2024. Terry here again with Cast Metal and another full metal review segment where I connect bands with fans just like you. Full Metal Reviews was made to answer just one question, and that is where can I get more metal music? And hopefully the answer is right here on this show for you. So for this show, I find and review the newest extreme metal albums from my Apple Music account, then share a detailed analysis with you so you have the details you need to decide whether you want to collect it for yourself or not. In the end, I reveal three things. I reveal one, my favorite track or tracks. Two, my controversial version of what genre, subgenre that it might be. And you can actually add your 2 cents and argue with me in the comments section. I think that would be great if we had open dialogue. And number three, you'll also find out if it's going into my collection or not. Not everything does. So the journey itself actually begins every Sunday where I open up my Apple Music account and I catalog everything onto a database and then I clip it. Then I add it to my Metal Magazine Facebook page. You can follow the links to that. And also you can join the metal group too if you want. And a bonus, if you stick around till the end, I will sweeten the pot and add something from my own treasure chest of growing extreme metal favorites of my own for your collection. Sound good? All right. So, moving right along, if you like the type of music listed next to me, all the way from death metal all the way down to prog, if it's extreme, it's going to be here. Okay? So, let's start the full metal review show. Recap. Yesterday, episode 22, I reviewed new music from Boundless Chaos, and I added it to my library quite easily. This was a really good thrash album. And if you guys are into thrash, but it's very unique, it was a very clean recording all the way through. You guys will probably enjoy this one here. So that's Boundless Chaos, Sinister Upheaval. Okay. Today, I am reviewing Abhoria's new album, Depths. And okay, so moving right along the rules. One, I review all albums without a preview. I avoid lives or singles. Two, I keep my reviews short and positive. And three, although not everything I review will make it into my library, I won't knowingly try to badmouth anything because I'm not a musician or a singer or anything like that. And I shouldn't judge these bands, nor should anybody. And quite frankly, if I was to insult them, I'd be insulting their fans, and that's wrong. Okay, so let's go here. All right. So the first thing that we do is I do an overview, a first impression or a prediction, and then a process check. And remember, whatever comes of this review, remember that all of the artists that I review are worthy of you giving them a chance, okay? So please do that. First is my unveiling overview. So in the same way that I would unbox a product to show you on a tech video, I opened the page, I saw that there were 9 strong sounding tracks totaling 45 minutes. The album cover artwork, as you can see, is like, look at this artwork. Isn't this outstanding with the beautiful colors and everything? It looks like an absolute beautiful dark gothic journey. It's a multicolored art piece with gothic and custom fonts, and it's categorized as death and black metal in Apple Music. So I'll try to predict the actual genre or my version of what genre it is, and then see later if I was on point, okay? So my impression and prediction before I play an album, I try to visualize and predict the outcome. And now that I've seen the cover and read the song titles, I'm thinking positive. I'm believing that it's going to be something in the range of black metal, death metal, and I'm predicting that it's going to be something something smart for some odd reason. I have a good feeling about this. Okay, I like when these album covers are like this. It gives me a lot of imagination to play with. So if the album cover matches the band name and the song titles, I believe I'm in for something deeper than usual. And I'll compare my visions with everything at the end. Okay, so the process, I review and analyze up to 10 tracks. Then I analyze the complete album, each artist's performance, then summarize everything in 4 parts. Okay. All right. Part 1, individual track descriptions. Track 1 is dramatic, fast, rangy, and chaotic, while track 2 is big, thunderous, and somehow relaxing with excellent harmonies. Track number 3 sounds harmonious, melodic, yet very heavy. Just a quick note for everybody, the level of drums throughout this album is just immense. You will find that the drumming is immense if you're a big drum fan like I am. So track 4, moving along, it's darker and it's rangy and very powerful. Track number 5 is lightning fast with incredible instrumentals and beautiful harmonies. Then track 6 is surprisingly meaningful and it's very strong and bursting with musicality. It's actually epic. Track number 7, 2, is rangy, thunderous, and very full. Track 8 is explosive, chaotic, and super harmonious. Lastly, track number 9 is climactic with powerful melodies and dramatic range. Okay. In very brief summary, it's just nice. Just nice all the way through. I think that you guys will get that. Okay. Overall description checklist, the recording and sound quality, top-notch recording. I cannot emphasize enough to everyone here what good, clean recordings mean to myself. It actually makes or breaks some of my decisions to either collect them or not. So yeah, the recording has to be good, and this recording is pristine all the way through. Production and musicality was superbly refined, meaning that they still have a smart, raw feel to them too, okay? They're very deep. The energy intensity was the same feeling I get when I'm into a really good book. Very intrigued and very focused into the album. The rhythm and tempo was rangy and extremely accurate. A lyrical theme is in the area of like dark journeys. Apple categorizes this as death metal and black metal. I think that this is okay, and I would add progressive too. So some prog metal in there as well. Could they go mainstream? Have no fear. Devoted guardians of metal, it's an absolute no. These guys are going to stay in your hearts, I am pretty sure. Range, flow, and layout of an album. It's very rare to see something flow this good. I've seen good flow. I've reviewed good flow over the last 30 days, but this one here is just story-like. It's chapter after chapter of really good full music all the way through. Who are they similar to? They remind me of, well, first off, they're unique, okay? But I sense a little bit of Opeth in there, but they're heavier. They're much heavier than that. And you're gonna actually hear, if anyone listens to original stuff like Black Sabbath, you'll hear some Black Sabbath influence in there. And you might laugh, and I hope that you come at me in the comments section for this, but I invite you to. In the 60s, Pink Floyd had a very prog feel to them, okay? And I would say that there's even some 60s Pink Floyd progressive influences within this album, okay? If you've ever heard the album Ummagumma, that'll be another suggestion for you. I think that's probably around 67 or 68 from an album that Pink Floyd had called Saucerful of Secrets. You'll arguably hear a lot of where prog rock came from, or prog metal came from, okay? I think that that's where a lot of that came from. It's not just all about Black Sabbath, okay? So, individual performance description breakdown for each artist. Here are the observations. So, it's the singing and vocalizations. It's a death and black metal deep fry feel with screeching witchery type vocalizations, but they were very satisfying sounding. If I could describe it as that, it was really, really good vocalizations for death and black metal. The guitars, masterful. The harmonies and meaningful solo work are exquisite, top notch, okay? The bass guitar, big, present, and super on point. And the drums and percussion, this is the most prominent feature of this album. The range of drums and percussion were just superb and excellent all the way through, from the actual, like the sounds to the use of them, just mesmerizing. It was excellent and full all the way through. Summary, my personal thoughts, now that I've listened to the entire album: was my prediction accurate? Yes, but I couldn't predict the early influences of bands like Black Sabbath and, again, very early Pink Floyd from the 60s. Emotionally, the chills and goosebumps factor were, quite frankly, it was just relaxing. It's like sitting in a hot tub for me. Okay, that's just me, all right? Excuse me for a moment. All right. Tonality shades, light or dark. I would say that the whole album it's on the darker side. It's very much a dark journey. The colors, I would say black with earth tones. I like to think of the album, and what I heard was a dark version of Lord of the Rings, like that type of journey. Temperature is on the cooler side. Hide it from my wife factor. Absolutely, you bet. But I will tell her, though, that I've come across some of this really incredible music for sure. And finally, the reveal, okay? Genre, I say that it's definitely death and black metal range with prog metal, all right? My favorite tracks were definitely 6 and 9, okay? Am I adding it to my library? It is not my usual style, but the musicality here is masterful. If you guys out there from the band Abhoria are listening, absolute kudos to you, okay? This is a phenomenal album. So, hey, as promised, hey, we're coming to the end here, and you want your bonus, don't you? All right. So I'm going to do some deep contrasting stuff, and I'm going to recommend for you guys today from my treasure chest some Sanguishugabog, Homicidal Ecstasy. All right, I'll repeat that. Sanguishugabog, Homicidal Ecstasy. Try that out. It is just absolute chugging deathcore, death metal style music. I think that for those of you who are in that range of music, you guys will love the chugging rhythms of Sanguishugabog, Homicidal Ecstasy. Okay. All right, that sounds about right. And that is it for today, my friends. And please remember to support your metal artists, okay? Stream them often. Get the merch if you can. Go see them live. Do what you can to support them on social media. And please join me again soon for another episode of Full Metal Reviews here on Cast Metal. And remember that subscribe button, it won't hit itself. Subscribe, engage, set your notifications so you get new metal often from here at Cast Metal. And follow the links to the charts on Facebook, okay? So you can get your recommendations and you can be there first. All right. So cheers, everybody, and have an amazing Thursday. We'll see you soon.